supposed to prevent that, then yeah, I'm gonna be fighting for my life. My security, who's supposed to protect me, need to fight for my life too. Everybody need to do all of that. And so yeah, we gonna do what we need to do, I guess, in that instance. So a little fight versus somebody having a gun is not the same thing. So he wants. And this is Lala News 3, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. So in this episode, I'll actually be doing a version of Quick Spits. So in this one, we'll be talking about Lil Boosie getting arrested, and also 5 Oblock members being arrested and indicted as well. So separately though, 2 separate incidents. But you guys know where to reach me at all social media platforms, Lala News 3. Also check my IG profile for my LinkTree. Now let's get right into it. Now, Lil Boosie, as we know, of course everybody heard, got arrested. His name, government name, is Torrance Hatch Jr., aka Lil Boosie. He was arrested on October the 12th for second-degree criminal damage to property, inciting a riot, disorderly conduct, property and criminal trespass after the Legendz of the Streets concert, which they did at the State Farm Arena on October 1st. So apparently there was a little incident, maybe a big incident, but anywho, what had happened was a person who actually made the call, so the person that made the 911 call, or made the report rather, said that Lil Boosie and several others ran onto the main stage and damaged items that belonged to the production company and also to State Farm Arena itself on their way out. Okay, so Lil Boosie did actually go live, and then he had some footage that he claimed was in his phone, which he did put out a little $5,000 reward for any of the patrons in the audience that had any footage in their phones or whatever have you that may have recorded the incident, which is what transpired between him, his security, and the situation there at the arena. So I guess, I don't know if he got that footage or he had that sent in, but I don't know if that $5,000 worked out for somebody. But apparently he claimed he had some footage. Okay, and he claims that someone also had a gun, and he said, quote, "Nigga hit my boy with a gun, I got the video." And then he also says State Farm Arena not supposed to let nobody with guns in the arena. So, end quote. Now, he did also go on to say that he wants $20 million, okay, for the gun being in the arena, which he claims that was due to their negligence. Security should have caught someone with a gun in there, or security themselves, whoever had the gun. He claims that it shouldn't have been in there, period, and that he was fighting for his life in that instance, so he had to defend himself. He also states that he wants $100,000 back for his season ticket since they banned him from the arena. He would like his $100,000 back, being reimbursed from that. Okay, so, and then just to let you guys know, he did bail out the next day. So, let me know what you guys think about that as far as, you know, the incident. I mean, if someone had a gun, technically, in my opinion, and your facility was supposed to prevent that, then yeah, I'm gonna be fighting for my life. My security, who's supposed to protect me, need to fight for my life too. Everybody need to do all of that. And so yeah, we gonna do what we need to do, I guess, in that instance. So a little fight versus somebody having a gun is not the same thing. So he wants $20 million and $100,000 back, and we'll find out if he's gonna get it. So now, moving on to the fact that 5 people were indicted by the FBI for the death of FBG Duck, who we know his mother was kind of on a tirade or a rant for a minute in regards to his death. And his death took place August 4th, 2020. And the 5 that were actually indicted were C Murder, Kenny Mack, Los, C Thang, and Muwap. Okay. And the 5 indicted are from Chicago's Oblock, which we know the infamous Oblock as well there. So, yeah. Now, the charges include firearms violations, trafficking of narcotics, and a RICO charge. And those are some of the charges. Of course, you know, there'll probably be some added and or taken away by the time it actually makes it to the trial, depending upon what new evidence or who talks, basically, so to speak. So, now, we do recall as well, I did mention the feds. So the feds are actually the ones involved And they say that these are crimes that took place in Chicago, which we know the feds usually don't get involved. Of course, since it's a RICO charge involved, that's probably where the involvement came. However, the feds usually don't deal with something unless you cross the state line with something, and you know how they go. So, what involvement the feds would have for crimes that are happening within Chicago, which would be within the same city and state, I can't tell you, but apparently they have something, and including the RICO charge, like I mentioned. So, we also remember that Lil Durk in India just not too long ago had an incident where they had a shootout in the home, and someone tried to break in a few months ago, so they had to kind of handle that situation with their own guns as well. So, no one was charged, or they weren't charged in that incident. However, I don't know how that works with him being, is he a felon? Is he a felon and not supposed to be around guns? I have to look into that to see how that is turned out, or how it should or will turn out. Anywho. But no one was arrested, or he wasn't arrested or charged with defending himself in his home. So, and on a YouTube channel, though, that I came across called CSP, the channel itself, CSP. So he did a video and said that Vaughn proved it to himself. Vaughn proved himself by proving he wasn't a rat, by not saying nothing the whole time that he was actually in prison. So they didn't get any other evidence from him, and I think he was released, you know, a short time after due to that. However, he said it's because he didn't open his mouth. Now, he also said that the feds are trying to link Oblock to Brick and Coby murders. Maybe you guys know a little bit more. I didn't follow that story along with the Brick and Coby murders. I think that's from a whole nother situation. And I don't know how he would know that the feds are trying to link the Oblock people that were arrested there to Brick and Coby murders. But let me know. Keep me posted. And CSP, the guy from that same channel, also said that Los allegedly rented a car in his name, and that some hit was supposedly done in it. But you guys check that out as well. I'll drop the link to his channel where he said that little tidbit of information. The rest of the information, of course, you know I got from the news. So, but that little bit of information, you guys can go fact check and see exactly what's what on there and what he said. But he acted like he was dropping some information, like he had some secret intel. And then other people started coming on asking about why he's out talking about it. So I don't know the validity of what he was saying. But it sounded like a whole bunch of name dropping, and like he knew a little bit of what was going on there. So, keep me posted. Let me know what you guys come up with. And so there we have the tea on the 5 indicted by the FBI for the death of FBG Duck. And then we have Lil Boosie, who was arrested for the arena situation at State Farm, the fight there. But then he was released. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. This is Lala News 3, and I'm out.